Hi guys, uh, trying to do a plant room tour. This is as you walk in to the plant room from this is the only part of it I use to come in. This is the Monstera deliciosa, as I'm sure you all recognize. There's nothing exciting about it, but I love it and I've had it since it was a wee thing. And then a neon pothos, and it's in a really pretty thrift store thrifted pot, and I kind of looked it up and it turns out it might be vintage. I don't know, but it's kind of pretty. And then this is my queen of the night. They're all kind of pushed together here in this corner, but I've had her for years and years and years, like since about 1982, 3, and I kind of had to do a big time repot, start over on her, because she just got too old and gangly, and like we all do, I wish I could do a repot on me. Anyway, okay, this is the east window, and it starts off at the top with a Dracaena marginata, and this is my green Congo, and I love her, and boy, she is really, really going gangbusters. I'm trying to get it so that you can see close without the backlighting. And this is the red Congo here, and I don't know, it's hard to, he's getting a new leaf up there. It doesn't seem to grow as fast as the green one does, but the leaves are quite a bit bigger when, well, maybe not. I guess they're about the same size as the green. Anyway, and this is the Black Pagoda lipstick plant that I got from Suzette. And just a cutting off of a, philodendron Brazil. And it's doing really good. I hope to put it, here's the mother pot right here. And I hope to put it down in the bottom when I get that far. And then there's a philodendron moonlight. Now I've had her for a couple years. She was just a wee plug from Josh's Frogs, so she's just now kind of starting to take off. So I have high hopes. Anyway, and then the black, a black coral. Let me see. Yeah, black coral. No, black cardinal philodendron right there. And I love this plant. I lost a bunch of leaves on it earlier this spring. I don't know what happened. I think it got sunburned. Anyway, they fell off, poof, gone. So we're kind of starting over, but it's coming back with new leaves, and it has lots of nice new growth. This is a grocery store find, and it's, and all my plants are kind of covered with diatomaceous earth. Here I go, spend all that time to clean up the sheetrock dust and then go throw diatomaceous earth all over them. I'm not really having a thrips problem, but I want to make sure I don't get an infestation. Anyway, she sat with this, she was a beautiful plant when I bought her in the grocery store, and by the time, within days after bringing her home, all the leaves but this one fell off. And she sat for a year, almost a year, before she started putting up new leaves. And this spring, she finally put all these new leaves. And my cat knocked her off the shelf and broke that leaf. I was so pissed. And here's some propagations that I'm trying to revive. And this is my Birkin. And I got it too close to the grow light and it burned. So I've got her over in this east window, and she seems to be doing okay. And I just checked her roots the other day, so everything's fine. And there's a Dieffenbachia reflector, and It was another one of those little Josh's frog spindly things, and I went through a big leaf drop, but it is having a little baby coming in here, so I have hopes for it. And then this is a Philodendron Prince of Orange, another tiny baby. Most of my plants have started from wee babies, so they aren't huge yet. And then here is a ZZ plant, the Raven ZZ, and it's I don't know, it's doing okay. I repotted it recently, and a piece just fell off of it, so I stuck it in another pot, and it'll probably appear. Oh, I'm not sure where it is, but anyway, it'll appear at some other time somewhere. I like them. I think they're kind of cool looking. And then I already showed the Brazil mother plant. And then back behind the Brazil, let me move this Hoya out of the way, is a just a golden pothos, but it's the one with the larger leaves. Of course, after I got it home, most of the larger leaves fell off, but I think it's doing okay, and it'll come. And you got to remember, my plants have been through hell with 3 treatments of neem and systemic, and then sheetwalk dust and moving around. So it's been kind of a hard year on them. This is a Crimson Queen Hoya, and I just kind of hang them up here on the top. I put these extra poles up to hold the hanging plants on the corners. And here's a piece of that same Philodendron Brazil, but look at how long that leaf is. And the variegation is kind of interesting. There's another one with the long point on it. So I chopped that piece off, and I'm just curious to see if I can keep that going. Okay, back here is the Trubii that I got from Suzette, and it's doing well. And here's some, they're little Ripsalis dancing bones, and my neighbor gave me 3 little pieces off of her plant, and so this has been, she gave them to me in December, and they just sat there and did nothing. But this spring they kind of started to go again, so all is good. And this is another Ripsalis that Suzette sent. And then a Ripsalis that I got from Julia, the plant goblin. And here's a piece of, well, I don't know if I can get it in the light. It's a Brazil mica, or Philodendron micans, and it's doing real well. Which reminds me, I missed the micans plant in the corner filming her. She's doing really well. I showed her in my last video, I think, so she's doing great. And back here, trying to get the lighting right, but it's a little Hoya carrii plant, and I'm happy with her. They like this light. There's just some bunching onions that I brought in from my yard after I sprayed them really, really well. I need to rinse them off and then chop them again, and then I can hopefully keep them going throughout the winter. This little plant is just a wee baby. I've had her for over a year, and it was just a tiny, tiny little cutting, and it's Codanthe, Codonanthe, and it's a very fragile little plant, and it's kind of like Chain of Hearts in a way, because boy, it likes to tangle with itself. So, and this is my boat lily, that it's the larger version of it. There's a crispy leaf. Anyway, it's doing really good, and it's getting little babies down in there. I sent a piece of that to Suzette, and after I did that, it started coming up with all these little babies. That's the first time. And then here is the crimson, yeah, well, we're not sure if it's a tricolor or the Crimson Princess, but Anyway, it's another one that I got from Suzette. And then, oh, cat, I'm sorry. Here is, again, the Hoya Chelsea that, again, I got from Suzette. And boy, she's doing good. And her new little vine, her leaves are, well, I can't get there, is maturing on her new little vine right here. Okay, and then this is a Hoya australis that I almost lost. I mean, it was a small plant, lost all its roots, and I had to start over again. And it's coming now. It's going to make it. It looks really good, and I love these giant paddle leaves on it. And okay, and then this is the horse head. And sadly, the ceiling fan got too close and nipped the end of it when it was in this stage here of unfurling a leaf. So that one's going to be a little short. Not too bad, though. And then, again, my burl marks that I got from Julia and from Suzette, the green. Julia's was the variegated one, and the green one from Suzette. And don't worry that this is just a yellow leaf right here, because the next leaf on that same stem, it's hard to follow the stem up, but this is the next leaf on the same stem. So it's going back variegated, and it's getting another leaf right there, and that's coming in variegated. And then there's just some little cuttings down there that I took off this big. It's just a combination plant of boat lily and I've got some Nanook and anything else I could find I threw in there, because I was tired of all these little pots of similar plants, so I just threw them all in there. And when it gets too big, I'm gonna snippy cut. And then there's the lemon lime philodendron upright and the lemon lime philodendron Eva that is just in the green. Or it's not lemon lime, this is the green one, Eva. Okay, and okay, I'm going to stop this now, and I'm going to go to the next section later. I'm out of breath, so bye. Okay, here is just a little kind of mock-up of what I hope to do for the windowsills. Couple mosaic leaves and some flowers in the middle, and the ends here and there. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the green tiles or just cut another white tile to fit there. The edge is a little ragged. These are just, they're all just sitting there. The pieces aren't grouted or anything. It's just kind of to give my mind an idea of where I want to go with all this. And I've got 5 windowsills to do, so I've got a lot of real estate to cover. And so anyway, I just wanted to show you that. I know I was asked to do a video on how I do this, and I've thought, and honestly, I don't have any idea how to do it. There are a lot of videos online on how to do mosaics. I'm not much of a teacher. And the same with beadwork. If you just look up, beginning mosaics on YouTube, or bead stringing again on YouTube, I'm sure you will find hundreds of videos from people that know better how to express themselves than I do, for sure. But anyway, I just thought I'd throw that in as a little tidbit too. Might as well make this video way too long. Thanks for watching. Bye now. Okay, now this is my mounted staghorn ferns, and I've just got them on a board, and around the bottom here, that one fern was drying out too fast, so I kind of built a little pot around it out of bark pieces, and it's tied on there quite well. And then all these babies that you've seen in my last video from Suzette, the philodendron dubium, is right here, and it's doing well. And a silly little coleus that was sent with a plant. But it's pretty, you know, I don't know. I'll give it a chance, see if it'll make it. And this is the Ruby Cascade. Well, dang it, the lighting is so hard to film in here. I didn't think of that. I should do it at night, I guess. And then this is a corkscrew. It's a rush plant. And I like it. I hope it'll make it in here okay. I put it in pretty much bright sunlight, so it should. And this is the spade leaf philodendron, again from Suzette. Oh, she's so generous. And here is the 5-leaf syngonium that I ordered. And it's coming. Here's a new leaf that it put up from one of the stubs that was buried. So it's coming. And the Monstera Peru, I think I've called it a philodendron Peru a couple times, but it's getting a new leaf right there. That's coming out. And another one of my old Hoyas, again, all covered in diatomaceous earth. I found that sprinkling it around up the stems a little bit and around the roots helps. I mean, how can a thrips get up the stems to chew on the leaves if they have to crawl through diatomaceous earth, which is total death to them? So anyway, I hope it works, and I did just want to renew it because I'm trying to keep it. It does wash off after several waterings. And back in this corner this is my west window here, well, southwest, and this is my Epiprimnum pinnatum on the teepee trellis. And then back behind is the Syndaptus, and I think it is the, let me see if I can see the tag. Just a second. Silver Satin? Yes, that's what I've written down, and Julia sent me the cuttings of that a year or so ago, and it was real slow to take off, but now it's really growing, and I see I need to make some more cuttings of it because I don't want it to hang down. The leaves get really tiny when they hang down. So anyway, back here, this is a new plant to me. It's another try at the Macaulay's Finale. That one that came, that looked so pretty when it came, ended up being plugs, and it was frozen in the shipping because I paid for a heat pack, but it didn't. She didn't include one. I thought there was one in the box. I thought I felt one, but it wasn't. It was just packing. So no heat pack. And okay, here's the other piece of the Raven, ZZ Raven, and I don't know. It fell off. I think they're kind of cool plants, so I need to put a little stake on that. It's kind of falling over. I just made a second plant of it because it's okay to have two. And here's some more Epiprimnum pinnatum that is rooting from my mother plant, and the roots are kind of small, but see, I did this in perlite, and I just made these cuttings a week ago. And let me see if I can pull one up and show you how fast. Whoops. Well, I like perlite on my floor. Oh, that. There you go. Can you see that node coming? I can't point at it without going out of focus. But anyway, it's coming. And boy, I'm shocked because those usually take a couple months to root. The perlite just makes a huge difference. And this is an Anthurium. Oh gosh, I always want to call it water buffalo, but it's water dragon, and that's cat hair. Oh, my cats. And I know what cat hair that is too. That's Larry, the destroyer. Look at the stems on this thing. They're just so long. I'm just starting to open up new leaves on this Hoya. And here's another Anthurium fingers that Suzette sent me. And it looks like it's happy. I don't know. My my Anthurium superbum is not happy. But it's alive, so I keep hoping. And then this right here is covered in diatomaceous earth. A bawia. They're from South Africa. They're a big green bulb. I've got some others around the house. I think I have 4 of them altogether. And this one is peeling back, and it's going to make some babies eventually, usually when they start that. Oh, yeah. I think I can kind of see. Let me see if I can put my finger on it and then find my finger. See, there's a baby starting to come in here, and it'll come in behind this. And I've been bad about keeping them peeled just because it's not like I haven't been busy. Okay, and that's pretty much that shelf. And now the other shelf, again, in the west window, is a cast iron plant up at the top. And I finally found out this is the lucky bamboo right here, which I cut, and I'm propagating the 3 pieces that I cut. I'm going to stick them back in the mother plant. I have no idea what that is, some sort of weed. And this is a Dracaena Jenny Craig, and then a Dracaena Whitebird. I think that one's so pretty, and I'm sorry that the leaves, it just did not like the neem treatment at all, and having so many of them so close together was just like, stop it! You know, I'm sure that's, and then this is another mounted staghorn. It's doing pretty good. When I got those ones for Suzette, I kept the littler ones because I know she likes bigger plants, so I kept the littler ones. So this is a baby of the littler one. So it's growing quite well. It's doing fine. And then this is an asparagus fern, and I wanted to hang it somewhere else, but I can't find somewhere else long enough to accommodate it. Every time I move it around, I step on it. Here's some Aglaonemas. This is the Dalmatian, and I've heard it called other names. Anyway, that's what the tag was that was on it. And then the Aglaonema Fauonion, if I can get it. IAN, I guess. Oh, it is so pretty. I love the pink colors in that. And this is my Aglaonema cutlass. And then this is kind of my Syngonium corner or row down here. This is the white butterfly. And since I moved her out of the bright sunlight, she's getting color back in her leaves. She was just too. I had her I had them all in my bathroom, and it was just too bright in there, believe it or not. So I moved them back. I did get this light shade, and then a week later I found the fixture. And they didn't really fit together, but I put the shade on my grinder and took the edges down to make it fit inside the holder. And so there's sorry, I tripped over my stool. There's a 5000 K bulb in it to help light this area here with these guys. So, okay, here's the Syngonium white butterfly. And this is the Syngonium confetti. Doesn't have a whole lot of pink on it. And this was another Josh's Frogs little 2-inch plug that I swear did nothing for a couple years. And now look at it. It's getting huge. I mean, this is a 23 inch shelf between the bottom shelf and the bottom of this shelf here. And this plant is filling it up quickly. I don't know what the name of this, the color is on this. They come out this kind of dark mauve color, and then eventually they turn to this green with the pink in the center. And anyway, they're, I don't know, I've seen it listed under several different names, so, but it is pretty. It's a pretty plant. And then, oh, here's the one I got from Josh's Gabriella Plants, and it is the Maria Illusion. And then, I can't get to that one. I can't. Okay. Oh, that's right. Okay. This one back in the back corner is Berry Illusion. So I've got two illusions right there, and they aren't going to be able to live there for too much longer because when they get to be this size, there's not enough room for them there. But, you know, sorry about that. Okay, and here is some amaryllis that I'm trying to let die so I can cut them back and give them a little bit of, a winter. And then down here is, oh gosh, Stromanthe Triostar, and it's doing well. It's okay. I probably need to pull it out into more light here because it's getting kind of overshadowed by that ZZ. And but I think they're pretty. I'm not sure if they grow up tall. I'm not sure. And again, it kind of suffered from too many neem treatments too close together. And then, of course, here's my great big... Oh, shoot. I don't know why I can't remember the name on this thing, and it happens to me every time. Oh, crap. Okay, we all know what it is. It's the philodendron... And I don't think I even have a tag in there. I don't. Oh, well, never mind. It's a philodendron, and it's a big one. Suzette's got a great big one, too. And then my Cebu Blue, and it got on the struggle bus when I transplanted it. But it has come out of that now, and I see I'm going to have to start trimming on it again. Because I don't want all this hanging down stuff because I don't like the little leaves. And so I'll trim it back. And then another ZZ plant, but it's just the regular green one. And then my friend Thelma. And so anyway, and that's my sunroom tour. So I'm sorry it's so long, but it's really hard to go through this many plants and keep them short. So thank you for watching and subscribing if you choose to, and liking. And we'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye now.